Hi friends, today we are going to learn how to install a Linux virtual machine in on your base machine. So first of all, VirtualBox is a free tool by which you can do virtualization in your host machine, a Linux host machine, and it's free of cost. You just need to go to virtualbox.org and download a free copy and install it. Installation is pretty straightforward. After that, in today's lecture, we are going to do a fresh Linux installation, a virtual machine of Linux on your base Windows machine. So let's start. First of all, we will click on new as we want to create a new Linux machine or a new virtual machine. Once you click on that, you get this pop-up where you can put the name of your machine. As we are going to install CentOS, I just give the name CentOS, and you can give any name, your own name as well. It doesn't matter, it's just to keep remember what you installed that in that particular virtual machine. Here is the machine folder where the hard disk and all the installation file of this particular virtual machine are going to be saved in your host machine. So don't want to save it in my C drive. I'm going to save it in my D drive in folder VMS. Select it. What type of machine I'm going to install? It's a Linux. It's a Red Hat variant. Today we are going to install CentOS 6. So leave it that way and click on next. This shows how much memory you want to give to your virtual machine. As my machine, the base machine I'm using at 8 gigs of RAM. So I leave it 1 GB, or let's increase to 2 GB. Now we don't have an existing virtual hard drive. So if you want to import a existing virtual machine, you can use by using this, use an existing virtual drive. But in our case, we need to create a new virtual hard disk because we are going to do a fresh installation. Click on create, just leave it that way. It's a VirtualBox disk image. These are the different kind of virtual hard disks we can create depending on the software we are going to use, but we are going to use virtual disk image. Now create dynamic allocated is a hard drive which will keep increasing according to the storage use in your virtual machine. Or if you want a fixed size, you can give a fixed size which will be pre-allocated and will not increase later. So let's use dynamic allocated. Next. So here you can give as much space you want. Let's give it around 25 G. Okay, and create. So your virtual machine is already created. It will share the name of your virtual machine, operating system, the location of your hard drive, what is the boot order, and all other parameters. So let's start this virtual machine. Just double click, it will start. As you know, the hard drive don't have an operating system. So how to make the installation? Here, click on the folder option and select a ISO file of the operating system. So I'm selecting CentOS 8, which is a Linux free variant and is similar to Red Hat, so is most popular. I select it and start. So now my virtual machine is booting. So you can select test this media and install or directly install. I know my ISO file is correct, so I just directly go for installation. I click enter and the installation starts. It's checking if the virtual disk we create is perfect or not. So it's checking all the hardware parameters available in the virtual machine is compatible with the Linux installation. The installer is starting. I have not clicked any key. It's going to install automatically. Anaconda is the installer name of Linux variants. Okay, my mouse pointer is controlled by my host operating system. So if you want to control the guest operating system, you will click it. It will say capture, or you can control right, click on right control as well. I capture it, so now I can use the mouse pointer of, wait, it's super fast. So I click on continue. I select the language English. Okay. Here you can select the keyboard. I select English. Where you want to do the installation, local media, installation destination, key dump. I make it enable. It's a kernel dump memory. It's fine. Like this. Here we need to select what partitioning method we use. So this is our disk. So we are going to use only one disk. So we need to do the partition. Here you can select automatic partition or custom partition. Let's do custom partition. You can select encryption. So I would like to do, I want to use my full disk, so it's done. And now I can begin my installation. As it's showing, my root password is not set and no user is created, but the Linux installation is going on. Let's wait for some time as it's downloading packages, creating partitions and everything in the background. We can pause the video and return when it's finished. As you see, it's installing the packages. It comes a different name of packages, and the total number of packages that's going to be installed is 1000 something. So it's better I pause the video and resume when the installation is finished. The installation is still going on. There were more than 1300 packages. So I paused the video. So we are just finishing up. So I resume it. So you can see the process. Right now operating system is configuring the kernel part. It will take some time because it's the main driving engine of any operating system. After installing the packages, now they are installing the bootloader. So the installation process is finished. Before finishing the complete installation, I need to give the root password, which is the administrative user of Linux. So I can give password my name, Vijay 123 VIJY 123. That's it. I don't want to create additional user because I want to use the root user, and I finish on configuration. Now it's doing the final configuration part with my password and user creation, generating init RAM fs is like the cache memory, init RAM disk, or init RAM file system. The Linux installation is a pretty straightforward. You just need to follow the messages on the screen, and that's it. It's the only complicated part is if you want to do custom file system configuration that we will cover in next video. And this is similar to the if you want to install a physical machine or if you want to install a virtual machine in the cloud. Nowadays you don't do configuration, you do all the configuration of the file system and the user by the cloud panels, same like in Amazon or Oracle or Azure, and that's it. It's the installation is complete. I just need to do the reboot, and that's it. After the reboot, one second, because I did not remove my virtual disk ISO disk, so it's booting the ISO file again. So we need to remove the ISO file because else it will keep booting from the same ISO file and starting the installation again and again. To remove the ISO file, I need to go to devices, optical disk, and force and mount. And after that, I can reset my virtual machine. One second. So it's showing me the operating system install. I just click. If you have any confusions, you can write in the comment section and I will reply all the questions that are asked regarding the video. I'm new to making such videos, so It might be a little confusing, but I am trying my best and I will try to improve with time. So the after rebooting, it comes to license information. I just need to click and accept. It's just a license. I accept it. I don't want to create more users. I already said I'm going to use a root user. It's starting doing the initial system configuration. I have to pause the video many times because while you install in a virtual machine, it takes more time than a physical machine because of the capacity I have given. Now it comes to the welcome screen. Just do next. Location privacy, I leave it that way. If I want to create any online account, not for now, I skip it. If I want to give my full name, I just keep my name. That's it. Enter enterprise login, like if you want to authenticate with Active Directory or something. No, we are fine. Do next. Password, Vijay123, Vijay123. Next it. Oh, I by mistake pressed previous. Go next. And you are good to go. The final configuration part. They are making the run level changes. There are 6 run level in Linux. Okay, my account created. Give password. It's same like when you log in first time in a Windows machine as well. It configure your account, your folders, your disk, your everything. So your machine is ready, and that's it. This is a pretty straightforward Linux installation. You can use it in your own machine because virtual machine is free, CentOS is free, and it's easy to install. If you have any questions or comment, please leave it in the comment section and I will try to give you all the answers. And goodbye for now.